I'm following pop culture, that first heard, stories like that, and you might know Amber's got a friend named Eve Barlow who's always on Twitter defending Amber and still is and probably will be for a long time. So first I want to feature this tweet here where she says, if you want to know who Amber is, then read and watch this entire thread, Vealing every day. Just to know you, I stand with Amber Heard. Amber Heard said in a recent interview she has never felt more removed from her own humanity. Let's remind her and everyone else how she has contributed to making the world a better place, and of course, pictures with Amber and kids. Now, if you're going to think this means something, then you should think that Johnny visiting kids with cancer also means a whole lot, which I'm sure Eve doesn't. I've actually never heard Eve mention that. That never comes up for any Amber fans or defenders about Johnny visiting kids with cancer. But when Amber takes pictures like this, which I want to talk about, well, obviously it's supposed to be a great thing. Let's look a little closer. Okay, for the first time ever, I'm going to let out a little information on my job, which is now my former job. But anyway, I work with kids for over 10 years, about this age, from about 4 to about 6th grade in elementary school, which looks just about what we're dealing with here. The kid right there looks like she's about 5 or 6, something like that. So I've got thousands of hours with kids just like this. Now, first of all, you can't always predict what kids are going to do. Some kids will hate what you're doing, no matter how fun it is, no matter how smiley you are. It's not always your fault. However, most kids, when you are fun with them, when they do like you, they will react and act like you're acting. So here, you can see Amber's got this really exaggerated face for the camera, but the kids are kind of, you know, whatever, in both pictures. So like I said, we can't prove anything from a picture, but I would think, based on Amber's history, who she is, what she does, she's taken these for PR, exaggeration, when she's probably walking around. I don't think she's being mean. She's probably nice to kids, like most normal human beings. However, I just don't think there was as much effort there that she wants you to believe. She was probably talking to the parents, doing some other stuff on her phone, and then kind of playing with the kids here and there. When the camera goes on, yeah, all smiles and everything to make it look like I'm Amber Heard, I'm awesome, I love kids. But that's just my silly little opinion. But like I said, coming from someone with a lot of experience. I don't work with kids anymore, but I did for a while. Okay, so moving on, I want to tackle some other tweets Eve put out there pretty recently. The reason why Depp extremists make conspiracy up about me, including doctoring pictures to make it look like AH is beating me up, is to isolate her so that she has no support network. It's disappointing that our fans are also conspiring lies in order to do exactly the same thing. I've never seen those pictures. I've seen the ones that Eve complains about, where Eve is Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I can't condone it. Okay, that's pretty bad. But like I say over and over, once someone gets famous, they're going to have memes made about them. So it's just kind of normal. It's not because people are just targeting and acting like they wouldn't act to anybody else. Thank you to all my haters for strengthening my resolve. I owe you. Which is probably why we see that new picture there where she's all ready for war, ready to fight. She's really in the zone now. I'm resolved to keep on going, to bring you Depp fans down because you're all so horrible. I'm not talking about the fringe 1 or 2% of the fan base. I'm talking about all you Depp supporters. And she retweets this. Amber Heard hires new lawyers for Johnny Depp trial verdict appeal. Philly firm bested Sarah Palin in recent New York Times libel battle. I think it's New York Times, probably, whatever. So basically, if you haven't heard, Amber switched lawyers, and these lawyers beat Sarah Palin in some court case. Okay, not for nothing. Sorry if you like Sarah Palin, but she's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Just saying, not the biggest opponent and the baddest opponent to brag about beating. And they use that really awkward picture of Johnny that's kind of ridiculous. Out of all the pictures they could be using, that's what they pick. And this one here, I'll actually agree with. I can't disagree with everything they say, because once in a blue moon, something comes up I'll agree with. Eva Tweets this. Depp supporters are way too comfortable joking about Hitler or comparing a Jewish woman to Hitler. Fine. Gotcha. Obviously, I don't like that either. I've seen it here and there. It goes too far, but that's like the 1 or 2% or 3% of the fandom or something like that. The vast majority doesn't like it either, doesn't condone it. All right, fine. Let's move on. And now I'm going to feature something I can't usually feature because the tweet I took this from was not Eve's account, so now I can feature some opinions from Johnny fans on Eve's tweets. The tide is turning? I don't think so. Bruno Mars, Britney Spears, Dior. His current post hit close to 1 million in 7 hours. Bill Maher calling AH in the shit in the bed actress. Stop it. So what Eve was saying and some Amber supporters were saying is the tide's turning in Amber's favor when not so much. I mean, the mainstream media obviously is out for Johnny, but aside from that, the general population is still very much on Johnny's side. We've heard that likes are getting removed from Johnny's Instagram by celebrities. I don't know, man. I just don't feel like that's confirmed or it's true or they could really know. It just kind of smells fishy to me. Kind of smells like the whole fish market, actually. But alright, I can't prove otherwise. It's just strange. And this person says, how bad does this hurt? First of all, Eve Barlow is not a journalist, which is in yellow down there. And you know what? I think Eve writes some articles on music, and Eve has been on Fox News, but that doesn't make her a full-fledged journalist as a career. I think Eve just likes to say that. She does some things along the lines of journalism, but yeah, technically, I guess she's not actually hired by anyone and not a journalist by any means. So yeah, I'll agree here. Amber Heard crapping in the bed is comedy gold. It's never going to go away. Never. The maid who had to clean up Heard's crap, sadly, literally, not metaphorically, knew the difference, as does anyone who ever owned a dog. Yeah, the point here is it's comedy. It's something to laugh about. No one's trying to say Amber is this terrible person because of this. I mean, it's part of an overall picture, but no one's really harassing her because this is the way we need to prove that she did things wrong. It's just basically funny. I've never heard of it before. So obviously, when something this weird gets out there in the media, people are going to make jokes. Not really a big deal. And Honest Opinion says, with a very strange avatar there, by the way, the tide didn't turn on her. She turned on all SA survivors worldwide with her bottle story, which is disproven by the audio recordings. She discredited herself. Had she not made up the bottle story, there may have been an entirely different outcome to the whole case. That's real. And Mustang Minky says, what's pathetic is your obsession with Johnny Depp. You think just because you were with Amber that she is automatically innocent, when a simple and quick look at the facts shows she's an abuser and she is guilty of lying and defaming him. If you were a real journalist, you could see that. Yeah, I mean, sure. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Like I said, these pictures here, I don't know. From my experience, the kids will usually follow your energy, your aura, when they're actually having a great time with you. If you just come there and show up, a couple of minutes, greet them and things, you'll probably get an outcome like this. Even the way the kids are like holding up their arm, they're just kind of like, you know, we'll do it for the picture, I guess. They just do not seem really organically enthusiastic and fired up like they would be if Amber was actually paying attention and doing a great job giving them a fun time. Anyway, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing Depp First Heard, pop culture, things like that. And if you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.